Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And it's episode 400. Woohoo, bring out the bunting. I can't believe we've done it, you know. Now, before we crack on with today's map, which is a good one, I promise, and there's a little bit of a backstory as well to it. We need to go back 24 hours, because if you were with me yesterday, you'll recall that I said there was something that I missed, and I found it interesting, and I just didn't want to leave it. So if we do the first minute of today's show on yesterday's map, which is Mount Mayon by He-Man, there was this little cluster of rocks down here with an accompanying little cottage, a wall coming around it, walling something in, I don't know what. Some prehistoric works there, and then the wall coming around this side as well. It looks like something was supposed to be barricaded in here. Then you've got this cave. Now, I know this was based in the Philippines, but perhaps this is the Philippines Yeti lives in here. We've got an exit path here, or maybe that's the chimney, I don't know. And then you've got this prehistoric plank sticking up here, just wedged onto the edge there, and that's ready to fall on Yeti's head at any moment. Honestly, I don't know what this is supposed to be. It could be based on a real thing, given that this is based on a real location. But Mount Mayon by He-Man, I missed that yesterday and I just wanted to get it in today. Right, now, before we carry on with today's map, we've got one thing to do. Yes, it's your daily reminder to hit that like button, support my channel, and just basically give me a pat on the back. I appreciate it, I really do. Thank you so much. Right, let's rattle on with today's show. And this is a Katzenjammertal, I think, by Zosso. Something like that. My German isn't great. I'm not sure why it says just Katzenjammer in the thumbnail, but maybe he might explain it. There's your start square, which is fine and dandy. And there's your resources, which appear to be for, well, painting really. There's enough there for a bit of fertile work, I would imagine. Now onto the workshop, and there's a few bits you need, including mass transit map this is. The Stray Cats theme, Rocky Shore is the theme, and we will be using the Relight Warm LUT as well with Daylight Classic, of course. Now there is a one-click collection. It's not quite as long as list as it looks. I mean, network extensions too is essential. There are possibly a few props that you might just want to go without. I think the road signs we can live without if absolutely essential. And some of them are basically dependencies for other mods as well. So you probably would be subscribing to them as a matter of course if you were subscribing to that particular mod. Does that make sense? Good, I'm glad it makes sense. But anyway, one-click collection for everything, including the map, the theme, the LUT, and all the custom assets that you'll see in today's show. Let's start off by having a look at the roads, and the first intersection, which is nice and tidy, with, of course, these raised brick walls on either side supporting everything, and these road signs that I was telling you about. They're fun. They're completely meaningless, like Green City straight on, Green City straight on, and what was that, After Dark and Snowfall to the left. And then if you go this way, well, Green Cities is straight on, and Green Cities is straight on, and Snowfall, and yeah, it's meaningless and pointless, but it's fun. And fun is what a game should be. Sometimes, unless you're playing a horror, something like Outlast, which I played a little while. Oh, look at the glitching. Look at the bad glitching between those roads. The worst glitching I've ever seen. There's no glitching. Zosso, give me something to mark down, please. I'm desperate for something to mark down. I like marking down. It makes me feel big. It makes me feel powerful. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what I think. Anyway, up here we got this intersection here. A little bit of glitching up there, but that's fine. That's fine. There's not really anything we can do about that. We're pushing the game beyond its limits with these maps, so that is okay with me. Down here we got the first of many custom bridges in this map, and of course it's going to be perfect. Look at that. In fact, not only is it perfect, have you look at the detailing under the bridge down here. Just look at that. That could just easily be left and just forgotten about. But nope, not Zosso. Not our Zosso. Clearly not. Right, we roll down, and what we got here, we've got another intersection. A nice tidy one. We're just going to fly straight through this one because it's kind of... Oh, actually, we might have a little look down here. This is a bit different. Look at this little rock garden under there and some shrubs and stuff. And then we'll follow it round and get onto the main highway again. A bit elevated around here. And we'll come down to the ground nice and slow and smooth. Just hardly noticed their transition at all. It was that good. Now, if there is anything I want to moan about on this map, it'll be this little bridge here. It's a bit wide. It's a little bit wide. I'd like to have seen that brick walling just brought in a little bit more. A little bit closer in. It's not a detailing problem because it's fine. It just... It's a minor aesthetic thing. A very minor aesthetic thing. And on its own, I won't be marking a map down on that. Not sure where that goes to. We're not going to go that way though. We need to go this way. I don't want to get lost on these roads. The problem is these roads, there's no easy way of going around the whole map. So there's going to be one or two bits that we will miss. And I'll try and take in separately when we do the second part of the review after the asset break. Now this bit, this for me is interesting. I'm not going to say it's a problem, but it's Nelson's Column. Trafalgar Square and all that. Now, if you think this looks out of place, hit the subscribe button now. Unless you're subscribed already, in which case you've already subscribed, no need to bother doing it. Yes, okay, bye-bye Nelson, Admiral Lord Nelson. Oh, bless you. Down here, following perfect highways again, nicely detailed as well down the middle. Under here, gets a bit close, and also look at the street lamp. Look at the street lamp under there. Ooh, does it clip through? No, it doesn't. Dagnabbit. Come on, Zosso. I want to mark the map down. That's my job. I can't give a perfect score if I find the problem. Here, perfect bridge. Nice little custom perfect bridge. Nicely chosen as well. Pretty cool. And then we've got another custom perfect bridge coming along in a moment. Nice little elevated section there, which almost goes without saying. So much stuff I'm not saying because... well, frankly, there's not really much to say. What you need to do, if you want to learn how to make a good map, take a Zosso map amongst all the other creators. A Zosso map is a good place to start, and just look at it and recreate it, and you won't go far wrong. Yep, another perfect intersection with the raised elevated brickwork, and then down here we're at the start square. Oh yes, we made it. Take down the bunting, we made it. Right, start square, perfectly fine, little roundabout there to get you started. I would suggest being careful with your build though, because I don't think the intersection that feeds the start square is going to handle a huge weight of traffic with these two double crossroads right on top of each other. It'll handle a certain amount, but just planning. Planning's what you're going to need to do, just to make sure you stay on top of that. Speaking on staying on top of things, look at this road going on top of the rail. That is lovely work. Great work. Very, very impressed with that. Of course. And that concludes our little trip around the road. So there's one little bit of road that we'll look at after the break, because it's got to be looked at. But there was no obvious route to take. We couldn't take both routes, so we had to skip a section. Let's have a look at the rail. The rail is going to be good. You know that, don't you? You know that. In fact, the rail is going to surprise you. Possibly. Maybe. Especially if you're newish to the game and you think, oh, what can this game do? Well, this game can do this. Okay. This game can do this. Right, following through the trees. Nothing clipping through. And then we'll take a little right here. Going elevated. Now we've got two running level with each other. parallel with each other, and then we go to 3 running parallel with each other, and then we end up in this magnificent station. It's just amazing. Have seen it before. It was one of Al's builds, but that is lovely. And on top of that, you've got the 2 extra lines which are just sat there doing nothing, which could be used for local routes. I think that's probably what they're used for. Now we come back down and join the exit route this way, the route that we didn't take. Skip across some rivers, 2 rivers even, and head this way. Now we can go left or straight on. We're going straight on. Just made an instinct choice there. We'll nip under here, missing a couple of pillars under there, but I think we can let it go, I think. And then under here, this is that double level tunnel, of course, and on our way out. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's it. We're going to come back and look at this map a little bit more after the asset and theme reviews, and yeah, well worth checking out today, I've got to say. And so off to Assetville for today's unpronounceable asset. Let me try this one. Tsuchiru. Yeah, I'll forget it. Style City Hall by Shibakata. Sorry, Shibakata, I'm just no good. I'm just no good at anything. This is a lovely, lovely, lovely building, obviously. I'm not sure if it's a city hall or a mall. I would suggest it was more of a mall. Though maybe in the part of the world that Shibakata comes from, they call malls city halls, possibly. I don't know. But it's magnificent. I'm loving the multi-level parking on it. And it's a glorious build. It's a glorious, glorious build. So let me try this one more. Tsuchiru Style City Hall by Shibakata. There you go. Today's asset of the day. Don't make me do it again. And off to Themington Island for Agrilver by Ikanya with Relight Film LUT. And yes, this is the last time we'll be seeing this in the daylight. We'll have a look at what it looks like at nightfall as from tomorrow. And we'll have a couple of factoids. We won't start with factoids. We'll have a couple of factoids. Leonardo da Vinci. You've heard of him, haven't you? Very intelligent man, yeah? He was convinced that there were canals leading directly from the lungs to the male sexual organs. I'll take a punt down there. Ooh, hello. And one more. The parachute hat, which was rather like an open umbrella attached to the chin strap, was intended to be worn by people working high above the ground. Patented in 1879, it has not quite caught on. Oh, we've seen these in the cartoons, haven't we? They work in the cartoons. Why don't they work in real life? Physics, eh? Physics. Right, back to Katzenjammertal. And this is Zosso's finest work. Shipping route is fine. And if we come down here and just go in real view, you can watch the ship coming through that big gap. Just because it was going to be fun to see it go through the big gap. We knew it wasn't going to hit anything, didn't we? Yes, we knew that. And then that goes off to the edge of the world. Water flow does exactly the same, goes off the edge of the world. We've got 2 or 3 river routes. And as you can see, we have definitely arrows flowing from this side of the map, going down to the other side of the map. And it makes perfect sense, of course. Yeah, that way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Fog, 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 fog. Yeah, there's arrows all the way there. Then we got this little network of rivers and a canal connecting them. So this river comes down this way, arrows go in the same direction, which goes all the way down to the edge of the map, as you can see there. And then we've got this canal joining the 2 rivers up, and we've got water flowing this way through here. And then basically the water does exactly the same, goes down to the edge of the map that way, in pretty much the way you'd expect it to. So there we are. Right, let's pull back and have a look-see, shall we? There's the map as a whole, quite busy and interesting, with loads of build plane, and that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Let's have a look at the rivers, though, in glorious Technicolor. And yeah, bridge. Once again, I'd like to see a little bow on that bridge, just to not a bow as in decorative, but yeah, just to support it, like this one's being supported underneath with an arch. That first one, I would like to have seen that on that first one. Got some stones there. I'm not sure if I'm massively keen on the way that they've been done. I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. Stick it in the comments if you agree. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but does it live up to the high standards we see from the rest? Here's that road. Here's that road I promised we need to come and have a look at. And these stone bridges, these are beautiful. By the way, don't forget to join me over on facebook.com/official BonBonB. Yeah, this is very nicely done, I've got to say. And yeah, good work. I promised we had to have a look at that little roundabout detailing there. It's all glorious. And we carry on up that road and you'll get to Nelson's Column. Why? I don't know. Right, we've got some, I think this is ore down here. Could be oil, but it's one or the other, I can't remember. And then we've got these little areas here all ready for dumping your sewage into. That would work very nicely into there. Now the farms, if I'm honest with you, probably the weakest part of the whole map, I think, are the farms. These ones aren't too bad, but then we come over here. This is like Doctor Who's scarf, if I'm honest with you. It doesn't feel like farms at all. It just feels weird. Just weird. And I like Doctor Who. I do. I really like Doctor Who. But that was just weird. We've seen the railway station. We don't need to look at that again. Oh, what else have we got? Some nice lakes and waters. Have we missed anything over here? Let's have a look at the forests. Forests are pretty good. Reasonably dense. Not super dense, but reasonably dense. And that's fine. And just, yeah, I'm happy with the forests. That's good work. What else have we got? We've got down here, we've got some ready-made sewage treatment works and water pumping facilities with electricity provided. That's all good. And let's have a look at these wharfs. Not exactly sure what they're intended to do, but we come down here, we have these lighthouses. Now, it's kind of, I'm going to say, copied Merrickstowe. I kind of did this in Merrickstowe. I don't know. I think I prefer Merrickstowe's version. But if you look here at the steps, and this is being super picky, it's a bit of a tripping hazard as you get to that third step. Just a bit of a tripping hazard on the structure that it's built into. Okay, I'm not marking you down for this, Soso. Don't worry, I'm not marking you down. I'm just making comment. I'm just making a comment because I can. Can and I will. And here we go. Same again over here. We've got a little bit of a tripping hazard on those steps. That said, if you've looked at Merrickstowe and you've tried to copy Merrickstowe, I take that as high praise. I know you're not copying Merrickstowe. I know you're not. You're too good for that. What are we doing here? Let's have a look at... What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing now. We've looked at water flow. Yeah, the water flow was flowing through there quite heavily, wasn't it? What's going... What? Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was going to turn the lights off. There we are. Turn the lights off. There you go. Look how pretty that looks. Got completely lost in what I was doing. Yes, it's Hendrix light up lanterns there, and look how pretty the map is when it's all lit up. Ooh, imagine that being the city. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be very, very cool. So yes, right, let's come back out of that. Switch the lights back off. Oh, hang on, nope, try that again. Switch the lights back off. We bring that back to about midday. Well, I normally record these things at about midday. Don't be too finickety, bonbon. That's better. And yeah, are we done? Are we done? Is there one more thing that we should do? I'm sure we've missed something. Oh, we have. We've missed the castle. There's a castle down here. Here's the castle. We've got a nice little bus stop down here. Look at how many buses you can get on the go through there. Probably about 8 at a go. Wow. And then we've got the castle here. And here's your chance now. It's a nice castle, by the way. Not a chance now to vote. Vote on the map between 1 and 5 stars. Give me your opinion up there. And hopefully Zosso will get 5 stars from everybody. That'd be amazing if he could, wouldn't it? But yeah, very happy with this castle. I don't know if it's realistic or not, but it's very decorative. And decorative is a good thing in my eyes. Right, let's give this thing some scores. Aesthetically. Now, I like it. I'm not sure if I love it. Yeah, I really, really like it. I think he's done better work. I'm going to give it 4 stars. There's lots to say about this map, but yeah, the farms, whatever, could be better. Yeah, 4 stars for aesthetics. For detailing, however, I can't really fault it. The detailing is superb. It couldn't be any better, really. You could make mention about possibly the rock work in the river, but I'm going to give it 5 for detail, because there's nothing wrong. And the same for gameplay potential. I think a few of you may complain that there's too much infrastructure already, but I'm going to give it 5 stars anyway. You can always delete the bits that you don't like. So there you go, a Katzenjammertal, and it gets the BonBonB seal of approval. Thank you very much, Zosso. It's a beautiful map. Beautiful map. Gotta say, I do love it. I love all of your work. Anyway, thanks for watching episode 400. Less than 100 episodes to get to the 500th map, because the first episodes were 3 maps to a go. Speaking of maps, here's an early one for you. If you want to go back and vote on that one, should have the vote on it by now. You can go and stick your mark on that one as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. You have been very, very welcome.